Hello, everyone. David Brown here, creator of atlascomply.co. And this is a follow-up video to the introduction video that I provided yesterday to help demonstrate the marketplace and e-commerce capabilities that I've built into the Atlas platform. I like to call this part of the launch or release the autonomous marketplace. Atlas comes with a AI sales expert that lives on the home page to answer questions about the platform, the company, and ultimately to guide the prospect to conversion, qualify them, and get them to sign up for a subscription or to make a purchase from our marketplace. So as you take a look at the website here and I scroll down, actually, let me log out real quick, and I scroll down. You can see that I have kind of three different levels of subscription for prospects based on their business sides or particular needs. Now, let's say I had a question about one of these packages, and I wasn't exactly sure if, which package might be the best for me. Many of you are probably familiar with chatbots being embedded on, home pages to kind of answer questions from prospects and visitors. This one is a little bit different. It has the traditional kind of legacy chatbot experience, but we went a step further to actually implement a live voice agent powered by Google Gemini live conversation model. So once I click on that phone icon there, I just need to identify who I am and agree to the terms of service and marketing agreement there. And as soon as I do that, the prospect is asked, what type of experience are you looking for? That chat experience, or do you want to have a live conversation with me right now? And if you think about kind of other B2B SaaS experiences, the chatbot isn't going to get on the phone with you. They might offer to schedule a meeting with a sales rep. They're going to give you a link. You have to pick, a day and time that works for everyone. You might, it might be 24 to 72 hours before you actually get your questions answered. But what if you could get your questions answered instantly, on demand, 24 hours a day, 7 days a week, 365 days a year, without having to call anyone, schedule anything, deal with a phone tree, offshore accents, and call centers? What if you could just have a conversation right from the web? So I'll go ahead and authorize my microphone. Hey, Atlas, I'm looking at the enterprise and professional package. I'm not sure which one might be good for me. Can you help me out?
Certainly, David. To best recommend the right package for you, could you tell me a bit more about the number of operating locations you manage and if you have any specific DOT compliance requirements? This will help me identify which plan best aligns with Acme's needs. In the meantime, here's a general comparison of the two. Once I have a bit more detail, I can give you a concrete recommendation and this Get Started link.
Awesome. Thank you, Atlas. So you can see right away, it's trying to guide me towards a decision. It's collecting discovery information to make that recommendation. It helps me understand what the two options are, and then it gives me a link to allow me to sign up if I'm ready. So I'm going to go ahead and click that. Let's see what happens. Perfect. So it brought me to the Get Started flow, where information that has already been provided is pre-populated for the user. We just need a little bit more information to complete their sign-up process because now they're actually creating an account with us. I'll go ahead and set a password. Oh, looks like I've already used that email. My bad. There we go. Now that I've provided my basic company information, in order to help the AI provide guidance and consultation, we need to collect operational details, such as the number of workers, their industry, the type of workers that they have, as well as any DOT modes, and then the states in which they operate. Based on the package that they select, the platform will allow them to select either one state for essential, 5 for professional, or Enterprise allows them to select as many states as they want. Now that I've provided my operational detail, I can review my information and ensure it is correct before I make my payment with Stripe. So for this part of the payment process, this is actually handled by Stripe. Atlas as a platform does not store any payment card information at all, ever. We also do not like to store any PII, and the AI explicitly tells the customer or prospect that, should they give AI, we won't store that. We're not going to do anything with that. There's no reason for us to have any type of PII for our customers. So regardless, now that I'm here at the checkout process, I can select my payment method. Stripe has many different options. This is just what I've enabled so far in my Sandbox account. Payment card, Google Pay, Cash App Pay, Klarna, bank transfer. Apple Pay is also supported, as well as crypto options. So from here, I'll just go ahead and complete my subscription, which it's then going to be processed by Stripe. Stripe will be the one to charge the customer's card. And once I get that success message back from Stripe, now I can let the user into their dashboard so they can start interacting with the product. If they want to have a chat with Atlas, review compliance updates, state and federal laws and statutes, audit their previous records, review policy or assets that they've purchased, or maybe make a new purchase in the marketplace. All of this is accessible, via the dashboard, and the entire experience on the front end, as well as in the dashboard itself, is all mobile optimized, even for the admin. I've spent a lot of time ensuring that everything was mobile and desktop. So from here as a user, I can also visit my settings and manage my Stripe subscription or Atlas subscription via Stripe. When I click on that button, I'm going to be redirected back into Stripe, where I would see the information, the subscription that I bought, the price, the payment method. I can add additional methods or update my information, review my invoice history. I can even cancel my subscription if needed. But if I want to keep that, I can go ahead and just return back to the Atlas sandbox. So from here, that was the kind of, I guess you could say, the marketplace kind of sales experience of the platform. Just real quick here, I'm going to log out of the standard user, and now I'll show you as an admin on the back end, kind of how this has all been stitched together. So logged in as an admin, when I go to my settings, I can see any payments that have been processed through Stripe and the platform. Admins can also issue full refunds right from the platform if needed. This is going to include subscriptions as well as any transactional purchases that are made. But for tracking purposes, in order to understand which subscriptions are active or canceled, we also have a subscription area where the admin can do a search and filter and see the status, as well as the start and end date for every subscription. Lastly, within the users and prospects area, anytime an individual, a visitor to Atlas, either talks to Atlas, the AI sales expert, or goes through the get started flow, we're going to capture that prospect information, assign a status to it, whether they be a lead or a customer, or if they abandoned, step 1 or step 2 of the get started flow. All of that information is actually tracked. In addition to that, we also track the chat history that they have so that we can personalize any of our outreach. We can understand what their questions were, what package was recommended by Atlas, so that we can send a clean and relevant, personalized follow-up message to get them back into our funnel. So at a high level, what I just demonstrated was kind of a autonomous marketplace that will allow prospects and visitors to get on-demand, instant virtual service via a live conversation or a chat 24 hours a day, 7 days a week, 365 days a year, and to quickly pay for the product with their credit card. All in all, a new customer could sign up within just a few minutes. And even though this is just a Stripe sandbox account here, it's very easy to activate your live account and to switch over to the production environment. For example, my account is already activated. All I need to do is implement my production API keys and URLs, and I'm ready to go. I hope you enjoyed my quick demonstration today. And if you have any questions or thoughts, I would love to hear them. Thank you so much and have a wonderful day.